Hi, in this video I will talk about evaluating the use of local governments' open data in open data ecosystems. The potential of open data to achieve transparency, efficiency, innovation, and citizen participation has been widely promoted. But what if the way open data is currently used actually discourages engagement in the open data ecosystem? Currently, there is an unequal value distribution in how open data is used, where only a few stakeholders benefit from open data. A circular open data ecosystem can change this by ensuring all the ecosystem participants contribute and benefit from the value created. To realize this vision, we must thoroughly evaluate the open data utilization process. Evaluating the use of open data in open data ecosystems is far from simple. The interrelationships involved are intricate, the outcomes are indirect, and use cases can vary widely. Difficulties range from data quality issues to the challenge of measuring non-economic benefits. In recent years, the focus has shifted from measuring the impact of open data to defining and measuring its value. This change opens up new ways to measure data, emphasizing its value and how it is used to create value. Evaluating the use of open data released by local governments such as Copenhagen or Rotterdam municipality becomes particularly relevant. Local governments are responsible for managing their community services, infrastructure, and policies, making them crucial in making data actionable for citizens. However, they often operate within smaller resource-constrained environments, making it hard to standardize, track, and attribute open data's broader societal and economic effects compared to the national-level initiatives. A systemic purpose-driven approach can help address these challenges, offering a way to evaluate impact beyond isolated user assessments. According to systemic design theory, defining the ecosystem's boundaries is crucial to understanding its interconnectedness. These boundaries aren't fixed. They shift depending on the perspective, participants, and objectives. We use a systemic design theory and a purpose-driven approach to study the use of open data from local governments within open data ecosystems. We created a framework by analyzing existing literature that describes the local use of open government data. We then refined this framework by applying it to 7 use cases from Denmark. The framework highlights the underlying purposes and interrelationships in using local government data, providing a tool for evaluating open data in these ecosystems. The framework, inspired by the work of Capra and Lucy, comprehends the intended purposes of using open data through its material embodiments and underlying meanings. It also examines interrelationships in using local government open data from operational, technological, strategic, accountability, regulatory, and ethical dimensions across 3 stages of data use: obtaining, transforming, and sustaining. To illustrate the framework, let's consider a use case in Denmark. Local governments provide open geographical data to create an online public platform managed by the Danish Nature Agency to promote outdoor recreational activities. The purpose of using this data can be understood using the developed framework through its material embodiments and intended meanings. The material embodiments include the actual infrastructure the data represents, a comprehensive outdoor facilities database, the open government data repository where the information is stored, and the online public platform. The framework identifies 3 kinds of intended meanings: solution-driven, collaboration-driven, and knowledge-driven. In the case of the Danish Nature Agency, solution-driven meanings involve efficient facility management for local authorities, enhanced trip planning for outdoor explorers, and promoting outdoor activities including fitness, education, and even rehabilitation programs. Collaboration-driven meanings entail cooperation between organizations such as the Danish Nature Agency, local governments, and the Open Government Data Repository team. It also aims to facilitate cross-platform data use and foster community engagement. Knowledge-driven meanings involve influencing policies and funding allocations based on the increased use of green spaces and community needs. The framework also emphasizes the interrelationships within the ecosystem as open data progresses through the stages of obtaining, transforming, and sustaining. Let's discuss each of these stages in their corresponding interrelations. During the obtaining stage, operational interrelations involve collaboration between the online public platform team and local governments to ensure data accuracy. The actors involved work together to centralize data storage and align the strategic vision to a data-borne online public platform. Additionally, different teams collaborate to collect and process data within local governments to enhance their capabilities while ensuring responsible management and use of the data through accountability regulations and ethical considerations. As the open data progresses to the transformation stage, the focus shifts to analyzing, disseminating, and interpreting data. In the case of the Danish Nature Agency, geographic information system tools are used to enhance data usability, and partnerships between local governments and private organizations aim to disseminate and visualize the open data effectively. In the sustainment stage, maintaining the data's accuracy and relevance is the focus. In the case of the Danish Nature Agency, mechanisms like annual updates ensure that the data remains current, and ethical considerations ensure that it serves diverse communities, such as people with disabilities. This framework offers a tool for evaluating local governments' open data use within open data ecosystems. By understanding the different stages of data use and identifying the complex interrelationships involved, policymakers, practitioners, and researchers can better understand the challenges across various dimensions, overlapping impacts and timeframes. This can help design strategies that improve use. Further research is needed to validate the framework.